Earlier in our BGP attribute hands-on, what we saw is where to use MVD. The best answer is whenever you have dual homing. For example, for router 5, there are two connections to reach the network 88 and 8888. Router 5 is an enterprises, assume it's an enterprises. Which has got two connections to the same ISP. 6 and 7 is the ISP for router 5 enterprises. So when you have two ISPs, when you have two connections to the ISP, the service providers may set MED to allow your traffic to come via one router and use the other router as a backup. Configurations were done by us on router 6 and 7. The impact was seen on router 5. Let me show you one more time. Router 5, show IP BGP. You can see the administrative distance 100 from router 6. Not administrative, metric 100 from router 6, which means router 7 is down. Let me show you. Show IP interface brief. You see the interface of 7 is down. For this reason, it is going via 6. 6 is the backup path. When I bring this interface up, the metric to go via MED to go via router 7 is only 10. So compared to 7 routers, MED is lower. So earlier, router 5 was going via 6 router to reach 88888. It was going via router 6 to reach 88888. So the next stop is 6. But now I'm expecting 7 there. No, still not. It takes some time to converge. The BGP has to come up between 7 and 8. And 7 has to advertise the MED, only then it can decide. Let me check whether the BGP has come up between 7 and 8. The interface has come up, but BGP is still not a show IP BGP summary. The BGP is still not at come. 86.78.0.8 is still idle. Maybe we didn't save our configuration. Show IP BGP summary. I did, but so sorry. There is no neighbor 7 configured on router 8. Yesterday, after configuring, I forgot to save. So I'm going to show IP interface brief. I don't even see the neighborship. Show run section router BGP. I don't see neighbor 7. I need to save this now. Okay. So I'm expecting now the neighbor to come up. Okay, the neighbor has come up. If you go back and check R5, you see 10. 10 administrative distance for 88888. Sorry, 10 metric is what preferred for 88888. 6 is no more preferred because 6 MED is 100. Let me repeat from the beginning. From the beginning. Metric cannot be weight. Even in the alphabet, it is M. MED, M. Router 5 shows 88888 can go via router 7 and it prefers to go via router 7 because of small MED. Why it is not deciding based on any other attribute? The reason is if it goes via 6 or 7, the MED, the weight is same, high. And there is no local preference because it is BGP. The AS path is also a tie. Origin is also a tie. So this is only a tiebreaker, Sheikh. This is the only tiebreaker. The smallest one. Smallest MED is preferred. Metric is not weight. Metric is MED. So now let me shut down router 7 and show you. Before that, one more time I'll go to router 5 and type show IP route BGP for 8.8.8.8. Show IP route simply 8.8.8.8. You can see as of now for 8.8.8.8 it goes via router 7 because of MED, the metric 10. Metric 10. But when I shut down router 7, interface F0/0 shut down. I'm actually repeating what I did yesterday because you asked me questions sometime early. So I shut down the port. As a result, the routing table on R5, instead of showing 7, it should show 6, and the metric should become 100. You see, the metric has become 100 and it is going via 6. And let me now unshut. And now I'm expecting the path to switch back via 7. Let's verify. Still 6. It will take some time for the convergence. BGP is TCP based, so it will take some time. BGP has not come up. Show IP BGP summary. Still idle state, we need to wait. But it will come. If you want it to come immediately, you need to refresh. See, it has come. So now, instead of 6, I'm expecting 7 and metric as 10. You see? So the failover is there. The preferred path is 7 because of small MED, lower MED. Router 5 configuration is over. Sorry, 6 and 7 configuration is over. Verification of router 5 is over. Now going back to new syllabus, new attributes. MED is already over. You need not to follow the same topology. If you follow, I appreciate. If not, at least have your own topology. Test it. If you follow first time my topology, it is good for you, so that when you're stuck, you can refer the video or you can ask me. When you have your own topology and you're stuck, then it's your call. You have to fix it. for me to understand your topology and then give you a solution may take some time, depending on how easily you can share your topology with me and how big the font size is and so on. So better have this topology so that when you ask question and you're stuck, I can help you better. Next, let us do an exercise with local preference. Let's start with weight. Let us do an exercise with weight. I'm on router 1. Show IP BGP. You can see that there are two paths available to reach network like 8888, 88888888, and router 1 prefers to go via router 2 in order to reach 8888 and 88888888. How do I know? Because I see the greater than symbol for the next stop 2222. So focus only on 8888 and 88. Do not focus on the other network. Let's focus on only this network to learn things. Show IP route. BGP. You can see almost half of it. Some of the networks are going via router 2. Some are going via router 3. It is all because of the AS path, you see. To reach 4444, going via 2 is best because of the hop count. Just one hop. See the picture? 4444 is right here. Four is right here. So it is just one hop. Likewise, the 8888 and 88, it is just two hop. If you go via the below path, it is 1, 2, 3, long distance. So for 4444, 8888 and 88. For 4444, via 2. 8888 via 2. 8888 via 2. And for 5555, it will go via router 3. Let us see. For 5555, it is going via router 3 because of less AS path. The other path has got 4 hops. It's got just one hops. One hop. Check it. Just one hop. If you go via the other path, 1, 2, 3, 4 hops. 2, 4. And for 6.6.6.6 also it is going via 3 because it is only 2 hop. If you go via 2, it is going to be 3 hop. For 6666, 1 hop and 2 hop. If you go via router 2, it is 1, 2, 3 hop. 4. So routing table also shows the same 6666, 5555 and 55, which is also here. Just one hop. The is 30, here 55. So as of now, the tiebreaker is AS path. If you don't like this behavior of BGP, for example, you want all traffic to go via router 5. All the destination, the exit router should be router 3. For all destination, you want router 1 to go via router 3. You want router 1 alone. You do not want to disturb router 2. Just router 1 you want router 1 to go via router 3. In set wait. But I want to ask you a question. Think and answer. If you can answer, if you have an answer, you can answer. By setting wait, if I'll direct all the traffic this direction, all, including 4444, all, will router 1 take this below path to reach 4444 or not? Will router 1 take route via 3 or will it go via router 2? Think and tell. It's easy question only because I stressed on think and tell. You are taking time. I'm setting high weightage and I say for all you prefer to go via router 3. My question is, will R1 go via router 3 to reach 4444 or not? Yes or no? Come on. It is not a competition. There is no prize involved in it. You can answer. Even if it is wrong, it's okay. தலைவரே, தங்களுக்கு ஆங்கிலத்தில் குறைவுள்ளது என்பதை அறிந்திருக்கு. ஆனா இவ்வளவு குறைவு இருக்கும்னு நான் நினைக்கல. என் கேள்வி என்னவென்றால், எல்லா நெட்வொர்க்குக்கும் ரவுட்டர் 3 வழியா போன்னு சொன்ன பின்னாடி ரவுட்டர் 1 ஆனது 4.4.4.4 நெட்வொர்க்கை அடைவதற்கு ரவுட்டர் 3 வழியா போகுமா போகாதா? ஏன் நீங்க இப்போ 1.1.1 எடுக்கிறீங்க? நான் 1 பத்தி 1.1.1.1 பத்தி பேசவே இல்லையே. So my question is, in order to reach 4.4.4.4, will router 1 take path via router 3 or not? After setting after setting high weightage to router 3 on R1, will it go via router 3 or not? Yes or no? No, I got scared now. I don't know whether I'm able to. Who said yes? Is it Rashikar? Thank you, Rashikar. That is the right answer. It was not at all a tough question. Because I used the word think and tell, you have taken too long. Fine. Next question. This is the question which is what little tricky. Will R2 take the path via R3 or not? Will it take or not? If R1 takes the path via R3 to reach 4444, will R2 also take or R2 will go straight to R4? If R1 takes, very good. R1, it takes path via R3 because you set MED. But R2 will only go as usual straight to R4. There won't be any change. Yeah, there won't be any change. R2 will go directly to R4 because we have not set any weight on R2. What about R2 going to 5.5.5.5? This is really a question where you need to really think and tell. Please understand the scenario from the beginning, because I'm going to do and show you this. Before that, I want you to think what all going to get impacted because of me setting high weightage to router 3. I'm going to set high weightage. The default weight is 0. I'm going to say weightage 50. So R1 for every network, for 5555 it will go like this. For 6.6.6.6 it will go like this. For 55 network also it will go like this. For 888 also it will go like this. Even for 4444 also it will go like this. This part you understood. My next question is, will R2 take this path to reach 4444 or will it go via router 3? You say it will go straight to R4. That is correct. Now, in order to reach 6.6.6.6, which path will router 2 take? Will it take the path via 4 or via 5? If you see the hop count, 1, 2 hop, the third hop is 6.6.6.6. If you come this way, 1 and 2 hop. So, will R2 go via 5 or 6? Will there be any change in R2 because of me setting weight in R1? Will there be any change in R2 if I set weightage high in R1? Will there be any change in the routing table of R2 if I change the weightage in R1? Yes, please. It's already, forget about AS path. Based on AS path, we already have the routes, correct? We already have this routing table, show IP route BGP. We already have this routing table based on AS path only. My question is, when I change weightage on R1, saying R3 neighbor is highly preferred, R1 is going to go change its routing table for sure. R1 is going to change the routing table for sure. If you see R2, as of now, it is going via R4 for every destination. It is going via, oh, that's not correct. Why is it going via R4 for 55555 and it is just one hop like this? So something is wrong. Let us check. Show IP BGP. Show IP BGP summary. I'm not learning much routes from R1. Show IP BGP. I'm learning only one route from R1. What happened? R1 has got a lot of routes. It is not giving. Show run section. I want to check the route reflector command. That's what I'm. Yeah, see, I didn't save yesterday. That's the problem. Router BGP neighbor route reflector command. Okay. Now going back to R2. As of now, if you see R2, for 55555 it is going where router 3 because of the less AS. For 6 also it is going where router 3 because of less AS. 55555 also it is going where router 3 because of less AS. But for 888, 8888, 4444 it is going where router 4. Will this table change when I set high weightage on R1? Will this table change if I set weightage on R1, or will not change? Will it change or will it not change? Is my question. Correct. Weight is locally significant. It will not be propagated to the whole AS. Sorry for repeating your words. I want to repeat it. Everyone should understand what we are talking. Okay, so weight is local to the router, and weight will not be advertised to R2. Yes, please carry on. What is next that you want to say? Correct. Bob, this is what everyone will think. Shekhji, do you have any other answer? Rajshekhar ji, do you have any other answer? Even I didn't have answer in my beginning days. I also was thinking only from the perspective of BGP. But one day, when I was demonstrating in my class, one of my CCI batch, early days, I learned that BGP is not the king of router. It is just a routing protocol who recommends route to the routing table manager. You see, R1, because you set high weightage, in R1, the routing table is going to be different. You yourself said that. There will be change in the routing table of R1, meaning there won't be any 22222. You will have only 33333 for every network. Which means router 1 will not advertise something which is not in the routing table. Right now, router 2 learns some routes from router 1. These are the routes. This is coming from router 1, passed on by router 3. These routes, if these routes changes, if there will be any change in router 1's routing table for these networks, if there will be any change in R1's routing table, there will be a change in R2's routing table. So right now, R1 for 55, it is going via 333. For 555, it is going via router 3. Same thing you also see on R2. Yeah, almost same routing table. And then for 6666, it is going where? Router 3. Because of me setting high weightage, if there will be any changes to these networks, if there will be any change to these networks, then there will be an impact in R2. But as our Gaurav said, in this topology, there won't be any impact. But in the real world, when I said high weightage on R1, you will see there will be some impact even on R2. But in our current scenario, it is not designed to show you that. When I say in R1, high weightage to R3, all these are going to be 333, including this. This is already 333. It's okay. 444, anyhow, R2 is not learning from R1. Even though R2 is learning from R1, R2 is not using what R1 gives. So no impact will be there. R2 is using what R4 gave. Yeah? R2 is using what R4 gave. So, because here changing in R1, changing to 333 is not going to really impact R2. In R1, it is going to be 3333 after I said wait. BGP table of R2 may show you that, but the routing table will not be having any change. But in real world, not only in real world, if you have your own scenario, you will come to know this. When I have equal number of hops via both the direction, you will see. Here there is no equal number of hops. For every destination, there is some tie break in AS path. So you are not able, you cannot see this. Understand one thing very well. Attribute is not a final decision maker. BGP is not a final decision maker. Routing table manager. R1 will advertise those best routes in the routing table to R2. R2 will also receive best routes from R4. And it compares and decides to go via R4. But what if R2 found earlier to go via R1 and something else, not R3, R1 and something else. And because now you change, go via R3, then R2 will also be forced to go via that something else, not via R4. Right. To keep it short, do not be confident saying weight is locally significant to the router, only that router will be impacted. No, that router is going to be impacted, no doubt in it, but the other router which receives route from this router will also have an impact. In our scenario, we have an EBGP connected to R2, so you don't see big impact. Instead of connecting to EBGP R4, if I connect R2 to some other IBGP, if I connect R2 to another IBGP, and that IBGP, if it connects to R4, what I'm going to say is, if I have another router here in between R2 and R4, then you will see what I am saying. That's another scenario where you will see what I'm saying. The change here will also impact here. So keep this in mind. May not be that important for now, but sometime in the production, you need to be a little bit flexible. Don't take too strong decision saying weight cannot impact router 2 for any reason. Weight is locally significant. Those things are correct, but there is with respect to BGP. But while advertising route from R1 to R2, BGP will not advertise a route from BGP table. It will advertise only those routes that are seen as best for this router. So let us now do some changes to our router BGP 10. Before I change, I want to show you show IP summary. Show IP BGP. You see the weightage is 0. Right now, R1 learns 44444 from router 2 only. This is a nice example. Listen. Why R1 is not learning 44444 via router 3? You tell me. Why R1 is not learning 44444 via router 3? Actually, 44444 is also learned on router 3. Let me show you that. This is what I was trying to tell you for this long. Show IP BGP. 44444. Okay, this is also saying I'm going via router 2. Let me go and show you what I want to show on router 5. Show IP BGP. Listen. 44444. Router 5 is learning from router 3. See dot 3, dot 7, dot 6. And router 5 has found going via router 3 is feasible, less safe. That is the reason why router 5 did not advertise about these two networks. It didn't even advertise. Router 3 will receive only what is best of router 5. Router 5 has advertised only about this. Router 5 says 44444. I find router 3 has got the best path, not 7 and 6. So why should I advertise about 44444 to router 3, who is already having the best? So router 5 was silent. It did not advertise the path. It did not advertise the path via 7 and 6 to router 3, because that is against the rule of routing table manager. Whatever routing table manager has approved in the routing table, only that will be the best. So for 44444, router 5 should not talk anything other than this next stop. So router 5 has kept silent. Router 5 has decided not to speak about the other paths that are available. So router 3 don't know. Router 3 has got no idea that I have another path. It shows that I have only one path, which is via router. So let us now change the testing place. Instead of testing on Autonomous System 10, I'm going to test wait on router 5. This is the best place for us. Listen. Router 5 has got show IP route. Router 5 has got via 3 to reach router 4, via 6 to reach 6.6.6.6, via 7 to reach 888 and 8888. But it also knows that there are other paths to reach 88888 and 88. For 888, it right now goes via router 7. But it also knows that I have another path via router 3 as well as 6. I have another path via 3 as well as 6. For 66666, it has got no other path. For 44444, it has got path via 3. Now what I'm going to do is, I'm going to set high weightage to router 3 so that there will not be 7 here. Instead, I'll have 3. To reach 888 and 88, already for 111 and 444, it is going via router 3. Even for 888 and 88, it will start going via router 3. If I set high weightage to router 3, to go to 6666, there is no path via router 3. So you setting weight will not have any impact for 6.6.6.6. Except 6.6.6.6, all other destinations are going to be via router 3 after I set high weightage to router 3. Let's check it out. Router BGP routing. Neighbor 353503. Wait is the command. You know what is the meaning of this? All the network that you learn from router 3, the weightage is 50. The same networks are also coming from router 7. It is also coming from 7. But because I'm going to set high weightage here to router 3, even though router 3 is having long AS path, weight comes before AS path. So the path will be via router 3. Greater than symbol will go from here to here. It will shift from here to, it won't go via this way, it will start going via this way, it will shift here. After I hit enter, boom, I hit enter. Clear IPBGP starts off. Show IPBGP, boom, look at this. Because I set 50, even though the AS path is too high, the greater than symbol has been shifted. As I said earlier, except 6.6.6.6, all other network will be via router 3. Look at this, except 6.6.6.6, all other are via router 3. Because we changed the weightage higher. Now let me go to router 1. Earlier router 1 was having routes like this. For 888 it was not showing 333, but now boom. Okay, even 5 is going to router 2. So there won't be any change here. There won't be any change. So what we have seen is weightage. In router 5 I said high weightage to router 3, start going with router 3. Now you can do the opposite now. What opposite? For all network, you can make it to go via 7 instead of 3. What you can do? Router BGP 430, neighbor 57.57.0.7. See, that's the IP address of router 7. Weight. Via router 3, weight is only 10 I have given. Here I am going to give, sorry, 50 I given. Here I am going to give 55. Clear IP BGP start. So now if you check the routing table, all will start going via 7. Okay, this is maybe 333 was not advertised from 7, so it is going via 3. Show IPBG. Yeah, for 3 there is no other option, so it is going via router 3. For 3 there is no other option, so it is going via router 1, means 3 and 1. To reach 11111 network, there is no other option. But for 44444, you see it start going via 7 because of high weightage. Even though the AS path is long. And for 88 network, it is going via router 7 because of high weightage. Even if you don't set weight, if you cancel both the weight, then it will go via this path because of less AS. Anyway, you understood how weight works globally for all networks. Now we are going to do for precise networks. For that we need to use route map, which we will see